I love this story. When it comes to sports in the Commonwealth, Louisville and Lexington are typically at odds. But during the World Series, pros from those two rivalries were working together.
LA Dodgers teammates Walker Buehler from Lexington pitched the final out to catcher Will Smith from Louisville. WKYT's Kelsey Soto and photojournalist Darnell Crenshaw talked to Buehler's former baseball coach at Henry Clay High School on how that final out just proves that what he already knew, that Kentucky is a baseball state.
There's a really cool picture of the final out, and Walker's celebrating and Will's on his way out to celebrate him. It's like that's the only two people in the picture. It's Walker and Will, and it's two kids from Kentucky.
Henry Clay High School baseball coach Jordan Torrance coached Buehler when he was a star on the mound for the Blue Devils. Buehler was in the class of 2012 and went on to play for Vanderbilt. Coach Torrance says the amount of baseball talent that comes out of the bluegrass to the big leagues is underreported.
I think it's underrated that Will Smith is from Louisville and Walker's from Lexington, and you've got two Kentucky kids that made the final out of the World Series on the biggest stage in Yankee Stadium. Just two kids from Kentucky that grew up doing what these kids dream of.
U of L baseball coach Dan McDonnell coached Smith.
We're rooting for all those guys, especially guys from the state of Kentucky. So two Kentucky guys on center stage, world champs.
Personally, I'm a Yankees fan, but it was bittersweet just seeing one of our guys up there win it.
Turner Sparks is a starting pitcher for the Blue Devils. He says Louisville and Lexington high school baseball players will hit the diamond together in the summertime.
We built a lot of connections in baseball, and it's really cool to see a connection like that on the big stage.
Will and Walker won a World Series championship back in 2020 as well.
For the rest of their life, they can say they've won two together, and I think that's pretty remarkable for our state.
Well, we need to authenticate it and give it back to you. I gotta give it to Walker. Absolutely.
On that day, there was no rivalry. It was all baseball brotherhood. In Lexington, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
And Louisville native Brandon Fott pitched for the Arizona Diamondbacks last year. That is 2 straight years that a Kentucky native pitched in the World Series. Henry Clay also had 2 other alums to go pro, Colin Cowgill and John Shelby. Shelby won the World Series championships with the Baltimore Orioles and the Dodgers.